All right, friends, it's Timon, and I'm back again with a new video. And I guess it's a Q&A, man. This is it's a reaction video to someone on my channel, but his name is the Nacho Plan. You know who you are. I'm just gonna review your video. It just popped up, so I saw it, so I figured I'd review it now. It just came up. All right.
My push
Sorry, I forgot to do the title. Eccentric overload for chest and tricep. So he's going to do chest and tricep.
day for eccentric overload. What I'm doing here, I'm doing the chest machine. I put a pad where my back is at, just so it can add about an inch or two of more range of motion, so I could get a bit deeper. Right here,
You're actually getting very good at this because I just watched part of this. You're actually getting very good at this. Yeah, you're figuring it out now. Yeah, this machine has I've had one of these in a gym I went to. It had a pedal on it. So for example, we know that 8 and 12 reps are really good for this damaging part. All right. So let's say we can't reach 8, or maybe we want to reach 10. Maybe our goal is 10. So we make it to 8 or whatever number. We want to eke out a few more repetitions, so you can use the pedal, right? You step on the pedal and you just do pure eccentrics afterward, right? But this is good. You're doing like the whole stack here, dude. This is very intense. Yes.
I had to add weight even though I full stacked it. The full stack is about 345.
You see the look on your face? The look on your face is like the look on your face. People have that when they do just concentric. They never have that look when they do the eccentric part because they never do the eccentric part. That's why they never have that look. You have that look throughout the eccentric and concentric part of it. I mean, of course, we're not trying to shoot for full concentric. We're going so heavy that we can't make it for the full concentric. That's the whole point. That way we know it's overloaded on the eccentric. It's the opposite.
Pounds, and when I was warming up, I was able to pretty much do a full rep easily. So I had to add another 30 pounds on top. I don't know if you guys could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to add another 30 pounds. So the total weight here is
I see it.
375 pounds. Right here, I'm assisting it towards the end of my set.
That guy over there that was sitting next to you, he was checking you out, man. He's like, what the heck's going on there?
You guys will see in the beginning of my set, I'm pretty much staying in the bottom half of the motion because I cannot do a full concentric with it. So I'm just eking out that eccentric. And then when I can't do no more, I assist it up.
That's right.
That's why I like this machine. And it fucking tears my chest apart. So that's what I love. I wanted to do dips. I really did, but there was like 4 motherfuckers on there and they're just talking and taking their time. And I didn't really have time to wait for them, so I was like, I'm just gonna do this. Good news, yesterday, from my legs are sore as fuck from what I did. So yeah, now it's time to eat protein and grow. But
let me recommend this. Like I said before, the only carbohydrate that you want to eat is a complex carbohydrate, not rice, but potatoes. Potatoes are better than rice. It's a root. Rice is filled with arsenic, man. You don't want to eat rice. So the only carbohydrate I would recommend is complex is potato. That's it, potatoes. That's it, bro. The rest, really, you should stick to protein, animal proteins, and things like that. Try to stay away from sugar, bread, all this fake food stuff, fakey food shit. It's really bad for you.
yeah, I'm doing what my friend T said. Hopefully I'm doing it right. He just said do a weight. You cannot do a full
Yes. The truth is this. You really, there's not a bad thing to get a pump doing eccentric exercise. That pump also can help you. It makes room for more of these myofibulars. That's the whole point. That's the reason why you want to incorporate some complex carbohydrate like potatoes. You want to make room. That sarcoplasm can expand, so there's room for the myofibular somewhere to grow. That's another reason why you want to eat it. See what I mean? I mean, you can only go so far eating animal fat when it comes to, the room for the myofibulars. But anyway, you get the point.
for a full concentric, and then stay in that bottom half and just do rapid reps in the eccentric. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. Right there, I was assisting just because I couldn't get no more. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. You should rest a little bit longer between each set. Rest longer so that you can eke them out. You know what I mean? I mean, it's okay to assist, but it's better to do it on your own.
My chest is burning up. So you guys can see it better.
Just stick to what they call supramaximal overload.
Here. Cannot do it for a full concentric, and I just stay in that bottom half.
That's right.
And doing fast. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Doing those fast reps. So there you go. I'm eking out more from the assisted, and yeah, that's why I love this machine. You could just eke out a little more, and it just, yeah, you can see my face. My shit is tearing apart. I'm like, fuck. But yeah, feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good. I guess what I was doing was accentuated eccentric overload from what my...
No, accentuated is when you're assisting. Supra-maximal is what you're doing there when you're pushing. You're using force to push, and then you're letting the weight pull back on your muscle fibers.
Friend C was telling me, genetic beast. So he was telling me to do more of this kind of style.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, man, this shit hurts. It's not easy. Very uncomfortable. And it's more efficient, actually. It's more efficient than what I was doing, the accentuated eccentric overload. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to stick to this technique, this style that he was recommended me. Yeah, he was critiquing my video.
Yeah, full overload. Here's the thing. So you're using this machine, right? For an example, can you mimic this using a cable machine? Yes. You could go as heavy as you can manage on the cable machine and press for your chest on that as well. See what I mean? You could go extremely as heavy as you can for a partial concentric where it's going to pull you back and forth. So a full overload, that's what you want, full overload of weight for the eccentric. You can do it with a cable machine. Why? Why do you want to do it with a cable machine? You could do it for bench press, but you could also do it for a cable machine as well. Man, you're going to notice a lot. There's going to be so much pressure on your bones and everything. You're going to just feel a lot on the cable machine, believe me. I know people that use cable machines, they never use them to their full potential because they don't understand what eccentric overload training really is. But anyway, the point is, it's better to do these exercises compounded. Compound just means that you're using most of your body and you're standing. I think people misunderstand this. So for example, if I was to use, let's say if you could do this standing up, that would be considered somewhat compound because the weight is kind of weighing you down at the same time your body. You constantly want the weight to weigh you down. So me personally, if you're asking me personally, this is good, but the cable machine, because this is similar like cable machines. So you just might as well use the cable standing up because you want that compound movement. As you're pressing, the weight will push you down with gravity. It's very important. Now, when it comes to triceps, the same thing. I don't use tricep machines. I don't sit down on machines. I don't like any machines where I have to sit down on. I'm going to tell you the truth. I like doing things standing up. And if I have to do them standing up, I will use the cable machines. I will not use these machines. See what I mean? These are great for like these old guys over there sitting over there talking. But personally, you that are trying to develop yourself, it's better to do everything standing up. Like I'm talking everything standing up. Behind the neck presses, front, flies, fucking biceps, triceps, pressing. Try to do these things standing up, really. So it's compounded. And why compounded? Because, again, for the triceps, we want to use both arms. For our biceps, both arms. We don't want to do too much where we're doing something single because we can handle even more weight. That's why they say compounded. in powerlifting, they're able to lift heavier because they're using their entire body. So we want to use our entire body. You understand me? So we can lift as heavy as we can. Because sometimes when you're just separating it, using one arm, one limb at a time, you will never be able to lift as much as you could doing it together, compounded. You understand me? I think you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's always better. A lot of people love sitting. They're so lazy in the gym, bro. They love sitting down. They don't like to I can't sit down. I have to do my lifts standing up. I do everything standing up. I don't like sitting down at all, or laying down, or sitting down. The only time I find I'll lay down is if I do bench press. You know what I mean? That's about it. But I really don't want to lay down. See what I mean? Even triceps, when it comes to dumbbell triceps, if I'm using some dumbbell free weights, I try to do them standing up. Everything's standing up, really, to tell you the truth. The only time sometimes I'll lay down is if I want to just do a eccentric exercise. You understand me? Where it's assisted. I have to drag it to the front, lift it, and pull it back again. See what I mean? If I want to eke out some more adaptations and muscle damage. But that's really about it, really, to tell you the truth. But you'll get so good at this, you'll really start to understand what bodybuilding and lifting is really all about. Here's the one thing that this will teach you. This will teach you. You will master all of these exercises. You'll figure them all out easily. The other people here in the gym, they'll still be in basic 101 class, still trying to figure it out. They'll never really understand it. They'll never really understand lifting because they're so stuck on doing conventional lifting, concentric lifting, that they'll never figure it out because they've never done eccentric lifting at all whatsoever. And you're getting both. You're learning both worlds, concentric and eccentric. You're starting to understand it, how it works.
I'm not I don't take it personally because I know he's just giving me some constructive criticism. I'm still learning. So, yeah,
Yeah, like, this is cool, but you see, me personally, look, man, I'm just telling you, it's better to do this standing up. You should do every exercise standing up. Don't use machines. They're lazy. They're lazy. You're losing that compound movement. I'm telling you, you're losing it, really. It makes you stronger when you're standing up because, remember, we're going with gravity. That's the whole point. We're going with gravity.
I just take it as advice. So right here, I'm just doing these tricep.
Just take it as advice, and I'm not saying anything. I'm simply giving my opinion and some construction here. What is better for you? You know what I mean? What would be better?
Extensions. I'm doing the full stack. So this is the full stack, and you guys can see I'm using my body.
Yeah, you're doing it, man. That's right, the full stack. You notice you can't make it for the full concentric, and you'll notice you'll start to feel it in your tricep. It'll start tearing, and then you'll start to feel it more and more, and you'll go, oh my God, it's really activating. Unlike concentric squeezing, these people squeezing their triceps are constantly squeezing their muscles. They're not doing anything but squeezing there. But you're actually tearing now. It's totally different. Notice that?
A little bit to push.
See, you have to push, but really the weight is doing all the work on the eccentric part because it's pulling back. You're just controlling it so it doesn't go so fast to the point where you destroy yourself.
The weight up, and then I just try to do it like rapid reps in that bottom half of the eccentric portion. This shit was tearing my triceps apart as well. So usually what I was doing, look at my face. I'm like, usually what I would do before.
Like I said, if this works for you, do it. I'm just saying that me personally, I prefer doing everything standing up just because I want that compound movement. That's it.
I would do accentuated eccentric overload where I'll do one tricep at a time, use my other arm to assist myself. And yeah, it took a lot longer to get through the sets because I had to do both arms. So right here, I'm just doing both arms, just putting the full stack on, and I am cheating the weight up a bit, and just focusing on that eccentric portion. It doesn't look like I'm doing much. It looks like I'm just...
No, man, it looks like you're doing a lot. Trust me. Trust me. I'm 100% sure you can feel it, really feel it when it's pulling back on your tricep. That stretch, when it's pulling back, man, it's starting to cause micro tears in there.
kind of ego lifting a bit, but it's because I'm doing the full stack and I'm just trying to eke out that eccentric, since the eccentric portion is what's going to cause muscle damage. So that's the only goal. The only goal is to cause muscle damage, okay? Doing full concentrics will not cause muscle damage. So what's the point? The point is to just stay in the eccentric with super heavy weight and just, milk that portion out. So, yeah, like I was saying, I don't take, he was giving me constructive criticism, my friend, Genetic Beast. But, I don't take it to heart. I just know he's trying to help. So, people think that he's making hate videos, which is funny because they're not actually listening to the information. The information is actually, it's like fucking gold. So, he knows what he's talking about. People think he's making hate videos because he's just critiquing, he's critiquing other people's trainings, like Alpha Destiny, Natural Hypertrophy, all those guys. Especially Jason Blaha, which is fucking hilarious. But yeah, he's not just talking shit. He's actually giving really fucking good information out there for free, which is crazy. So he could be charging with this information because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to building the myofibrils. But yeah, a lot of people just think he's just talking shit, which is, but yeah.
Look, man, people could believe whatever they want on my channel. I tried to, you could only go so far and help people so far. It's up to them what they want to do. You understand me? You can't save the world. You understand? You can't save the world, but there are those people that come around that are intelligent. They want to learn. They're intelligent people like yourself. They want to know. They want to know. These other people, they don't want to know. They want to fail with the rest of these people. They want to fail with their friends together and that kind of stuff. You see you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? If your friends are failing, it's like they want to fail with their friends. They all go to the gym and fail together. Me, I was never like that. I always was seeking the truth. I wanted to know everything about bodybuilding. There wasn't anything that I did not want to know. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to be an expert at it. And it's not the fact that is the only thing I do in my life is bodybuilding. The bodybuilding part was a carryover to every other sport that I was doing. Man, I grew up, my mom enrolled me in martial arts classes. Man, I got a black belt, third degree black belt in martial arts. I took gymnastics. I ran in school. I did hurdles. I did sprints. I did everything, bro. Every kind of sport. I was enrolled in swimming class, diving class. I did everything. Like Sam Sulek himself. He was a diver, a swimmer. He's a bodybuilder now. It's something like that. You know what I mean? I did marathons. I ran many marathons, believe it or not. When I think back on it, I think I was really nuts, man, running those crazy marathons. The second marathon I ever ran, man, I killed my knees. They fucking swole up like beach balls, bro. I couldn't walk for like weeks. It hurt so bad. It was crazy. But anyway, these things give you experience. You learn a lot. You start really understanding the fundamentals. It's like you're looking from the outside in and you can visualize, like you could really see what this really is all about. The more experience you get, the more you'll understand what this really is, what bodybuilding is really all about. And it isn't about some guy on a stage or some guy injecting himself with steroids. That isn't bodybuilding. Those people are not bodybuilders. And people that live concentrically, they are not bodybuilders because they do not go to gyms to build their bodies. They pretend they are. They want to take creatine, water, all these products to just, mass themselves up or bulk or stuff or get fat, whatever. but that isn't bodybuilding. Bulking, getting fat, putting just glycogen in your body, expanding the sarcoplasm, all this kind of weird stuff they're doing, putting water in there, whatever, creatines, powders, this, that. That isn't bodybuilding, bro. That is not bodybuilding. They're faking it, but that isn't bodybuilding.
So after these 3 days, I think next week I'm going to switch to doing upper lower split, just so I don't have to split it up into 3 days where my body is all sore and then I have to push through that. So next week I'm gonna start doing a full lower and upper body day, just so I can recover better, and I don't have to be in the gym for 3 days. I can only be in the gym for 2 days out of the week. And
yeah, here's the thing. In the past, I just used to do the full range overworking of that muscle to get that eccentric. But in the one thing about this eccentric overload, what you're doing here, Supra-Maximal, where you're doing super heavy, where you're not being able to lift for the full concentric. Those, if you're doing full upper body, really you could do 3 sets of, let's say, 10 repetitions each, and that would be enough for each and every muscle group, you understand me, to get damaged. And so your workout would go a lot faster. See what I mean? Here's the difference. So we're going all out, right? We're going all out heavy, right? Eccentric overload. Okay. Well, let's say the guy over there, he does upper body, but he's doing full range of motion, but he's doing multiple sets, reps, whatever, to eke out these eccentrics out of whatever he's lifting there in a full range of motion. That is going to take him a lot more work and a lot more time. But in eccentric overload, you could cut it down because you could do less sets, same repetition range between 8 and 12, but less sets. And that time period will be cut down and you probably will get even more muscle damage. You understand me? You may get even more damage because you're going a lot heavier. You're getting more of the deeper, weaker muscle fibers to damage, and then they have to adapt by getting bigger and stronger. See what I mean? But here's the thing. The fact that you're doing a full upper body, everything is getting overworked because, when you're doing your chest, you're doing your back and your arms and everything. And then when you do your back, you're still doing your chest, your arms and everything else. And then when you're doing your shoulders, well, you're doing your chest, shoulders and your back and your arms again. Everything's getting overworked in that session and in a full upper body workout. And then the next day you do your legs. But the thing with the legs is you got to do more sets because there's less working. There's only so many body parts there you could work on. So you have to add a lot more sets when you're doing like squats, you know what I mean? Ass to grass and stuff. You're going to have to do a lot more for your legs because they're bigger muscle groups. They require more sets. And even if you are overloading it, you still have to do a lot more for the legs because the thing with the upper body, everything is still getting overworked because you're got to move on to the next body part and you still have to use the other body parts to move that body part. Get it? That's why it gets overworked in that session. So it's an overworking of that muscle at the same time. It's getting damaged and you're overloading it. So yeah.
And still make gains. So right here, I'm just going to be posting. This is 7 weeks of doing eccentric overload. My muscles are looking a lot more dense and I'm most part of my back. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah, I'd say you're looking a lot more dense there. Yeah. The thing with that, you're going to start looking a lot more dense. You're going to get denser. You'll get some mass too there as well. You just got to give it time. You just started, right? See what I mean? You still have to learn. I'll see you in the next one, friend. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, man. I hope that helped, man. If you need any more help, just let me know, all right?